Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of my hardcore Minecraft Let's Play series. I have a lot of really fun things planned for this episode, but the first thing that I want to do is head back into the Nether and find a Bastion, because I want to get that netherite upgrade smithing template. I have to admit, a Bastion is probably the structure in Minecraft I am most scared of, even more than the ancient city, but it is necessary in order for me to upgrade all my tools and equipment to netherite, so now is as good a time as any to get to it. Just going to set up this portal in the same place as I had the temporary portal last time, so it should link us in the same place in the Crimson Forest again. Hello sheep. Do you want to be a nether sheep now? Once you kind of get over the fear of being inside the nether, it really is a cool place. Take that, Ghast. Oh my goodness, that scared the absolute you know what out of me. Oh, what's this? We've found one, guys. We have found one. Got to keep an eye out for those brutes, as we know they are incredibly dangerous. Okay, first brute down. Ooh, and I see a chest. Okay, I see another chest here. Just got to work my way down to it without opening myself up to too much of an attack, because they're all very angry with me right now. Oh my goodness, we've got it. This is my third chest that I've gone into and I have the upgrade template. Oh, I'm so excited. I feel like I really do want to continue searching this Bastion just to see what other goodies we can find, but oh, I'm so happy we have the template now. Oh, just popped the totem. That got the heart rate going. Ooh, trying to place blocks down. They were getting in my way. I couldn't get away fast enough. While I'm here, I do want to collect some of this blackstone for a build I have coming up. So now is as good a time as any to make sure I get some of that. Ooh, found a piece of ancient debris, very nice. Ooh, what do we got here? The snout armor trim. Very nice. Take as much of this gilded blackstone as I can as well, because I'm definitely going to want to be using it in builds at some point. Okay, I do spot another chest, but I can hear a lot of the piglins. I'm just a little bit concerned about dropping down there, so I'm gonna take, I think, the very, very slow approach. What have we got? Soul speed 2, not bad, bit of gilded blackstone. Get out of here. I see a brute over there. Gotcha. Might just yoink this gold block as well. I think there's some spots up in this area that I haven't explored yet. So, not willing to call it quits, you know, just yet. Ooh, just opened up to another chest, but I'm pretty sure there is a brute. And yes, there is. Come here. That's not nice. Hey, soul speed 3. Excellent. Okay, I've exhausted everything that Bastion has to offer, so it's time for me to get to some safety and find my way home. Holy what? Look at all these! Oh my god! Alright, we made it. Let's go home. Well, we popped a totem, came very close to losing this world, but we got the netherite upgrade template and a bunch of other goodies too, so I'm still calling that a success. Alright, I'm putting you tucked away safe and sound in your little barrel. Okay, with everything packed away, I just need to go and mend my pickaxe before we can start collecting resources for today's build, which is going to be a gunpowder farm. Okay, now that my pickaxe is all mended up, it's time to start gathering some resources for this gunpowder farm. Let's get to it. Okay, with all the materials for the gunpowder farm collected, I think I want to build it on the side of this hill over here. It's fairly close to my house, but it's going to be a pretty tall build, so I want it to kind of stay off to the side and not impede on this main cliffside too much. But it's not going to be enough space up the top here, so I'm going to have to take down a few layers. I'm thinking probably all the way down to this layer here. So let's get digging. Okay, so I've got this whole area terraformed down to a level that's going to be big enough for the build. I've got myself set up with all the shulkers of materials and resources that I need to get this project done. And I have outlined the furthermost points of the build with grass blocks so you can kind of get a idea of size in the area. So I think this is the perfect location for a build of the style that I'm going to be going for. So now I need to build up the bottom platform of the farm and take the walls up to a height that I'm happy with. Okay, so I've got this bottom platform done. I'll fly away so you can see what that looks like and the general size that I'm going for. I've elevated this bottom platform up off the ground because down here is going to be my killing chamber and storage area. And I've used black concrete because I wanted to black out the ceiling for this bottom area. So that's serving a dual purpose of being the ceiling for this bottom area and the bottom floor of the farm itself. So now I need to start building up the walls to the height that I need. Okay, and the side walls are built up to height. This thing is going to be absolutely massive when I'm done with it. So now I'm going to start working on getting all the layers of the farm inside before I do anything more on the outside. Okay, and with the campfires in, the first layer and killing chamber are done. So I'm going to get to work completing more layers in this farm. I'm thinking at least 10 layers. I want to make a very efficient farm because I don't want to do any AFK in this world. So I need a farm that's going to be efficient enough that I can get enough resources through a very short amount of time so I don't have to do any AFKing. So I'm going to probably do as many levels as I can fit in this big chamber and then do a test to see how efficient it is. Okay, so 10 layers of this farm have been complete. Very, very resource heavy. I think I've used about 8 shulkers worth of stone and 4 shulkers worth of logs for all the trapdoors. But really excited to see how much gunpowder this gives us. If you look up here, I've made a small platform 128 blocks off the collection area. So now what I want to do is do a 10 minutes rate test and to see how much we get. So let's do that. Okay, it's been 10 minutes, so let's go down and see what we've got. Okay, so we'll just lay the shulker down here and we'll start emptying these out. Okay, so just shy of 18 stacks in 10 minutes, which isn't too bad. I'm pretty happy with that. I was hoping for at least a solid 20 stacks, but I'm definitely not going to complain about that. Okay, so with the actual farm itself completed, now I can get started on turning this into a good looking build. Okay, making really good progress on this middle section. You can see I've used the blackstone to decorate these kind of window sections. I'm leaving this middle part out because I've got something a little bit more special planned for that. But I think that's looking really good so far. So I want to tackle a little bit of decoration in these corners, and then I can continue around the entire thing. Okay, added some walls to the mud corners just to add a little bit of curvature and colour. I think that's going to look really good when the rest of it's kind of done. I like how that's kind of making those corners pop a little bit more. So now I think what I want to do is just continue what I've done on this front section all the way around on the other three sides, and then we can move on to the next step. So now that I have the main portion of the tower done, I need to turn my attention to the bottom and the top of the tower. So I have a design in mind. I kind of wanted to fan out, and I'm kind of thinking these big long spikes that go all the way around, but I think I really just need to start placing some blocks and see where we go. Okay, and the bottom section is just about complete. I kind of went with this spiky vibe using the deep slate tile walls and end rods, and I'm really happy with how it's turned out. Used some blackstone walls down the bottom here for a little bit of contrast in colour. So I'll just take a fly out now so we can have a little bit of a better look at the entire thing. And I'm absolutely loving this design so far. So now I need to turn my attention to this top section, but I am completely out of deep slate. I have used 3 shulkers so far, so a very resource intensive project. So we've got to go and do some mining. Okay, shulker of deep slate acquired. Let me empty out my inventory and we can continue on. Alright, so I started around the top. At the moment, I've just copied the initial ring around the bottom where I have the deep slate wall spikes. And I'm happy with that, but I don't want the entire thing to be too symmetrical. So I think now I'm going to come up with something a little bit different than what I have down the bottom with the brick wall, and see what I can come up with. Okay, top is done, and I think that's looking absolutely amazing. I'm loving how this has turned out. The effect I've got with these spikes of the deep slate wall and the end rods. So now just one more little final touch to do, and then I can get started on the interior. And with that, the exterior is done. I think that looks absolutely amazing. I'm loving this. So with the exterior completed, I now need to move on to the interior here and see what I can do. Okay, so I have the floor and the walls kind of all but done in here. I dug down a few blocks and put in the black concrete because I wanted to go for kind of a little bit of a void effect in the floor. So now what I'm going to do is bridge across to the collection area from all 4 entrances and see what I can come up with for some decoration. Okay, so these inside walls have now been textured with the cracked brick. I really like the way it kind of gives a little bit of texture, gives it that little bit more of a rundown kind of vibe. I think it just really adds to the overall atmosphere of this room. I'm just absolutely loving the way that this tower is looking on the mountain there. I think it's come out absolutely spectacular. I love the hardcore hearts as a bit of a feature piece in the middle, and they will actually feature a little bit more as I develop the lore to my world. So something to keep an eye out for. I love the way it looks as I exit my house too, just off in the distance. Huge tower on the hill. Looks absolutely fantastic from here as well. And I'm really happy with how the interior came out as well. It doesn't have to be massively decorated, it's only a collection area, but obviously I still want all the areas of my world to look nice. So I'm really happy with how that came out as well. Okay guys, that is going to have to do it for me today though. I've had an absolute blast building this, and I hope you guys enjoy the video as much as I enjoyed making it. If you did enjoy the video, I'd really appreciate it if you subscribe to the channel, like the video, and leave a comment. It really does help me to continue to make this content for you. But thank you so much for watching this far if you did, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.